Let's meet Elon Musk. I absolutely love reading faces. I will read faces. I'll be reading faces on my deathbed, I promise you. I'll look at that nurse and go, got issues with your dad. And it's just kind of who I am. So, fascinating face. You can't look at his face and not have an opinion. So the basic tenet in face reading is more, less is less. You can't look at him and go, that's a forehead, man. I mean, he's all forehead. That all you see is this massive forehead. What's behind that frontal bone? It's the brain. If you've got a big forehead, you got a big brain. It is simply that simple. This guy, he lives in his head. He's intellectual. He's got good concentration and memory. He enjoys the process of thinking more than any other face. And he's a strategist. Now, let's talk about the shape of his face. I had to go with the forehead because when something jumps out at you, normally I start with face shape, but the forehead just kind of screamed when I looked at his face. So there are 9 face shapes. Ironically, he's a combination of 3, which is extremely rare and probably is why he's as successful as he is. He's an iron face. There's a squareness. There's a Churchill kind of face to him. Trump is a iron face. Hillary was an iron face. So many military leaders. I was reading a book about Omar Bradley. Boy, what a iron face. Anyway, what does that mean? Iron faces, they're strong, stable, stubborn. Give them a job, they're going to get it done. Persevere, diplomatic, take it to the end in things they're interested in. If he's not interested in it, he ain't going to do a thing about it. He's just going to blow it off. He's probably pushed away billions of dollars in potential income simply because, that doesn't interest me. Second face is bucket, which is what I am. We bucket faces love to put things into our bucket. He and I can sit in a chair all day and enjoy ourselves. We will laugh and we'll have conversations. Tough to live with. Our people in our life go, they really know what's going on in your head. Well, tell me what you're thinking. Well, I'm not thinking about anything because we're thinking about everything, so we can't answer what we're thinking about because we're thinking about too much and it would take all day to get over it. And then there's some narrowness to his chin. So he's got some fire energy. Fire's about sensitivity. You wouldn't look at him and think he's sensitive. He's a sensitive guy. Very, very, very much so. So he's a strong, stable, stubborn, sensitive thinker. Impressive, I think. So let's dig a little deeper. His eyes are interesting. If you'll notice underneath his eyes, there's more puffiness on that left side. The cheek is bigger on the left side. There's just a difference between the left and right sides. So the puffiness under the left eye indicates unshed tears, and the left side of the face is male, the right side of the face is female. So he's got unshed tears with a male. Be interesting to know what his relationship with his father was. My guess it wasn't the best, just based on what I'm seeing there, because these take a long time to develop. Tip of his nose, he's got this round nose. That's a gourmand nose. He's a quality over quantity guy. He would rather focus in on something of great quality than great quantity. Ironically, he's got both. I find that interesting. Lips, very straight line between his lips. This is a sign you can trust what this guy says, and he'll say what he means and he'll mean what he says. These people, they'll break out in a rash if they lie. They can't lie. When you have that straight line, they're just natural. They have great offense to someone who lies. Lying to this guy is not going to bode well. You're not going to be on his team at all. Eyebrows, interesting dichotomy there. Very curved eyebrows, which means he's very open to helping others. The outer third is very thin. That has 2 possible meanings. One is in Western medicine, it's called a Hertog sign. It's a low thyroid function. In traditional Chinese medicine, it's a lack of sibling support. I'll bet you he was either firstborn, lastborn, or no siblings, because I don't think he had a lot of sibling support growing up. This is a man who went off on his own and did his thing. Absolutely fascinating face in this regard. Health-wise, there is some inherited liver issue. If you notice, there's just a crease only on the left side between his eyebrows. That's inherited liver from father's side, probably some alcoholism on the father's side. Some kidney deficiency. Kidney governs bone, so joint pain, low back pain, frequent urination, nighttime urination, lots of possibilities there. There is some kind of lines that kind of come underneath that puffiness. Those are adrenal lines. Adrenals help us cope with stress. We're all under stress. The question is, do you adapt or do you maladapт? There's been some maladaptation to stress there. Some puffiness in that eyelids, that's a little bit of a gallbladder weakness. And then, of course, we've talked about the potential thyroid and or lack of sibling support. But fascinating face. I've never really looked at him. I would bet he's probably controversial because he's just, what he stands for and who he is what he is. And kind of, he's got to take it or leave it kind of attitude. And he can do that. Hope you enjoyed meeting Elon Musk. If you enjoyed these videos and want to learn more, simply go to WTFWhyTheFace.com. You can get your face read, you can buy our book, you can get our masterclass, lots of interesting stuff. Hope you enjoy it all.